Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a occupied bed. So all you're going to need is a protector for the table, pillowcase, fitted sheet, blanket, and flat sheet. That's all you're going to need. You're going to walk into the room, introduce yourself as usual, pull the privacy curtain, everything like that. So yeah. Hi Terry, my name is Camden. I'm going to be your CNA for the day. We're going to apply hand hygiene as I introduce myself to you. So today we're going to be changing your sheets on your bed. I'm going to pull away your bedside table. I'm going to pull the privacy curtain, and I'm going to start by raising the bed. For this skill, you don't really need to put gloves on because there's no bodily fluids involved or anything like that. I'm going to remove his call light, and I'm going to ignore my test observer dancing in the background. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull his pillow out from under his head. He's going to lay his head on the back. For the pillow, you don't want to shake anything. Don't shake it. You're just going to pull it out nicely, rolling it in as you pull. And I'm going to put this over on the side, roll it in. I'm going to go get my laundry basket. I'm going to put it in my laundry basket. So then I'm going to have my RN test observer come hold my resident on his side. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to just pull his blankets up like this, and I'm going to turn him. 1, 2, 3, turn. Now that he's turned, I'm going to make sure his back remains covered, and I'm going to pull off one side of the fitted sheet while rolling in and pull off the other. Make sure I am rolling everything in. And you're going to want to make sure the resident never, ever touches the bare mattress. That is a bolted or a asterisk skill. So never let the resident touch the mattress. I'm going to then take my fitted sheet. I'm going to not shake it out. I'm going to just roll it out. Going to find where it's right side out, flip it over, and I'm going to put on my corners. Make sure you don't get it stuck on the actual bed part. Okay, I'm going to roll it the opposite way I rolled the previous sheet. I'm going to roll it in. I'm going to put it right up against this other sheet. While I have the resident on his side, I'm going to put my new pillowcase on. I'm going to open it. I'm going to roll it like this. And then you want to put the side that has the tag on the inside. So I'm going to pull this over my pillow. Now that I have the pillowcase on, I'm going to roll this on the inside. Just fold it in so the outside doesn't come out, like so. I'm going to put this pillow back in place. I'm going to have the RN test observer, roll the resident back onto his back. Me and the RN test observer are now going to switch sides. Now that we're on opposite sides, I'm going to then roll the resident again onto his side towards the RN test observer, making sure he is covered at all times. I'm going to untuck his blanket, because I will be removing that in just a few seconds. I'm going to remove this side of the fitted sheet, and I'm going to replace it with my new one. I'm going to roll this in. You always want to roll your linens in no matter what skill you're doing to protect the contaminated side from the outside world, basically. I'm going to then pull this. Again, never letting my resident touch the bare mattress. I'm going to tuck everything in, make sure the fitted sheet is on correctly, and I'm going to lay the resident down onto their back one more time. I'm going to lift his head up, make sure it is in the middle of the bed, and then I'm going to get my blankets and start putting these on. I'm going to start with my fitted sheet and roll it out. So now that I have it mostly rolled out, I'm going to make sure these two outsides are slightly hanging over the bed, and I have a heavy amount at his neck. I'm going to drape the rest over the bed. I'm going to pull apart the blanket. And then this is at least the tricky part for me, is making sure he stays covered as I pull down the old blanket. I'm going to make sure it's rolled in, like always. I'm going to pull it off, maintaining privacy. Sometimes they get stuck on the mannequin's feet, so just be careful of that. Don't pull too hard. And you're going to roll it in. If you want to see, show them how it's like this. I'm going to roll it in like that, just to make sure everything stays rolled. I'm going to put this into my dirty linens and readjust this blanket. Make sure it's even on both sides, which right now it's not. So now that it's even, I'm going to do the same thing with this green blanket. So now that I'm done with all of my dirty linens, I have both my green blanket and my flat sheet even on both sides, completely laid out. I'm going to put my hand right here along the foot of the bed. I'm going to put it right here and tuck it under. Oh, that really hurt. So now you're going to have to make your miltered or hospital sheet corners. I'm going to lift the bed up slightly, pull under, make sure it is all flat under there, and then get right here. So I'm going to hold it out like this, lift up. You see all this excess right here? I'm going to tuck it all under. Okay, and I'm going to pull this. Look at that. Beautiful. Gorgeous. And I'm just going to do the same thing on that side. Now that both corners are done, everything is even, I'm going to roll this down to his chest, like where this part lines with his chest. I'm going to roll this part down so they, again, are even. I'm going to replace the call light. I'm going to lower the bed. Tick-tock. Now that his bed is lowered, I'm going to pull back my privacy curtain, return his bedside table, and I'm going to put hand hygiene on. If there's anything else, do you need anything else today, sir? No? All right, have a fantastic day. And I'm done with my skill.